Have we arrived? Guys, we're live on Team Night right now.
Are we?
Yeah.
Yay!
We're live. Welcome.
Nice.
Welcome to Team Night.
Hey guys.
I forgot to get the snacks.
Oh, guys, I
Yeah,
made
man.
everyone else here snacks.
That's
We
true.
got popcorn,
It's true. Marzipan eggs.
marzipan eggs, because it's Easter.
Yeah.
And
By
they're
the
my
way,
faves.
Lady was given a chocolate bunny this week. Lady and
Cute.
Huey were given chocolate bunnies. It was really cool because it was fair trade chocolate, so Stacy freaked. She thought that was amazing.
It was what?
Fair trade.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Yep, I love fair trade.
She was like, I love these bunnies. And I'm like, yeah, it's great. She's like, they're fair trade. I'm like, oh, that's awesome.
Did Lady know it was fair trade?
Honestly, she cares.
Oh, okay.
She didn't care. But the thing was that we also got eggs, chocolate eggs. And then I was like, you know, bunnies don't lay eggs. So what's the vibe, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And Stacy's like, it's symbolic. It's rebirth. And I'm
It's
like,
rebirth.
nah, bunnies don't lay eggs. Let's just stick with that.
Nice.
So welcome
Something's going on.
Welcome to Team Night.
Welcome, guys. We got so many people. Like, please
Yeah.
fire in that chat. I love that Nikolai was like, this chat is hotter than the music or something. I thought that was funny. But we got Naomi, Sharon, Silas, William, Nikolai.
Yeah, Naomi
to be
says we
honest,
didn't have
Chewy
snacks.
had a bunny for 5 seconds.
Who
What?
is that?
That's Nikolai.
Yeah.
Guys,
Yeah.
Okay.
So Nikolai gives Chewy his chocolate bunny. He gets so excited he throws it on the ground and it breaks. And then it just made him kind of excited and kind of confused because his bunny had been smashed.
killed.
He ate it though. I think he ate
Oh,
the whole
nice.
thing the same night or most of it anyways.
Fun fact,
yeah.
guys. When I was in college in Sydney, my roommate and I thought it was a great idea to buy bunnies.
Oh, that's bad.
I had a bunny for like a few weeks, but we were poor because you were poor in college,
Yeah, that's good.
so we didn't have a cage for them.
Oh no, dude.
So they were just running around.
Yeah.
But I have to, so it's very non-European, except I guess UK, but you don't have carpet here.
Yeah.
But in Australia, it's like a big thing that you have carpets.
Yeah.
Thank the Lord we had hardwood floors downstairs, so they were just like running around, so it wasn't like, because they
You
weren't
hear
in
the little,
cages.
hear the little fingernails on
Yeah,
the.
but they would like
yeah.
poop and pee everywhere.
Yeah.
And they weren't in a cage.
I love that.
We thought this was a great idea. And I loved it. And I would
Yeah.
like bring his name was George. I called him Georgie.
Yeah.
I'll like link pictures below.
I can't wait.
It was so stinking cute. But we had to get rid of
It
it.
was stinking.
Because it was
It was
stinking. Anyway, that was just a little fun fact for him.
Here's a fun fact. In the Team Night intro, you would have seen a little dancing going on. And the first person in that line had these ball and platform shoes. And I immediately was like, those shoes are so cool. And I looked down at Joachim's feet. And he's got these. Joachim,
He's wearing
hey,
it. We
will
need
you
to
run in
see
here
your
really quick?
shoes.
Can you get in
Show
here?
us your
Just hop in the
boots.
seat.
Oh my gosh, they are
Just pop
very
one
small.
over. Yeah.
Nice. Do the walk.
But there's a thing happening with these boots that I like a lot.
So nice.
And I'm a short guy, and I think if I had these boots, it would be a whole new level for me.
Very nice though. Cool. Fresh boots. Fresh sneaks.
I had a really
Except
good dad
boots.
joke in there. I hope someone
Oh,
puts
nice.
it. I hope someone got it. If you got my dad joke, please put it in the chat. Thank you, Nikolai.
I just want to
So-
reply to Naomi. How did I get rid of it? We
How'd you get rid of it?
you know that bunnies go to this
Made,
farm
You made soup.
when
That's what you did.
No, we didn't.
My dad
No.
raised rabbits. This may not be the time to share this, but my dad raised rabbits for food when I was a child. And
But not
and then-
bunnies. It's rabbits.
bunny rabbits. You know what I mean? Like bunnies and rabbits are one and the same as far as I'm concerned. They taste the same. But when I was a child, yeah, what up? And so in that note, welcome to Team Night. We're going to be talking with some very special guests tonight
Yeah.
that I'm very excited about. They're going to be talking about vision. They're going to be talking about creative within their department, why it's important, and all those things. And
Good stuff.
that department is the Hillsong Kids department.
Yay.
Hillsong Kids. So we have none other than Nana and Josias in the
Nice.
house tonight.
So
which is gonna be
good.
very, very cool. I'm very excited about that. And they may have the whole family here,
It's great.
which makes it all the better.
All the better.
Hillsong
Because we're a
Kids.
family.
Yeah,
We're all
Hillsong
a
Kids.
family.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, have
We're
you
the
ever
kids.
served in kids?
I did parents' lunch
Cool.
back in Sydney. Not here, but I loved it.
Cool.
Yeah.
But we may need to experiment with some like kids creative trials.
That's
You know what I mean?
True.
I'm just saying.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
Superman costumes.
Oh.
Get some like bubbles going in the. I mean.
Yeah.
that's-
I'm excited to hear what they are doing for Easter. I don't know what.
I'm excited to hear about it too. I think I know it, but it was one of those
You
things
know,
that
you
I
have
didn't.
kids. I don't know what they're doing.
Well, I think Stacy knows, and that's what's
Nice.
important. And so
Oh.
I don't.
I hope none of you see us knows and they'll tell us.
It's like there's so many
Yeah.
details in my brain. They don't need to be in the front, and so
No.
I let them go to the back because I know someone else knows it.
Yeah, that's good.
Um,
That's good stuff.
Stace face, holding down the fort. It's awesome. So guys, as we're going through this interview, I just want you to be shooting questions in the chat because
Yeah.
one of us will be reading the chat. Keeping close eye on it. It will not be me because my I'm not good at multitasking as it is.
I'm trying to
And,
read at the same time. It's not going very
No,
well.
I'm just realizing that the camera's there. I've been looking at the
No!
screen. I know. I've been looking at the screen. That's also it's also why we don't have a TV in our house because when there's a screen,
You look at
I'm like, entertain me, you know?
the camera
Yeah,
guys.
entertain me. So let the details in the back.
You looking at
That's
the
so
camera,
hard.
you're not
What
meant
is
to
it?
look at the screen.
Yeah. Let's go.
No.
Let's go. So anyways, without further ado, we're going to do a massive seat change here.
Nice.
And we're going to get some people out. I'm going to sit right here.
Do it.
And we're going to
I'm
shuffle in Nana and Yosias.
Stop.
Get some claps going in the chats. With the baby. Oh, Amanda's FaceTimed. Stacy on
What
Instagram.
up?
Hi.
Guys, welcome to team night.
Thank you.
Hi, boss. This is awesome. It's been said that they're color coded tonight, and
There's been a rumor.
It's a rumor.
I love matching my family on purpose after they're all dressed, and then but you guys did it just by pure instinct. Which
No,
is
we
perfect.
changed a few times. No.
No.
Yeah, good.
We know it was a big deal to come here tonight.
Perfect.
Took us a couple hours.
Yeah, man. Well, you look great. You made it.
Thanks.
I love that you guys are here. I don't think people get to see you guys enough.
But I
Shout out
agree.
for the baby on the screen for the record.
Baby.
Thank you for this. It is a pretty cute
That's
baby.
okay.
Thank you.
Made it. Made it yourself, you know? I love it. So, if you guys don't know Nana and Yosias, then you're missing out, because they're actually great. Outside of church, I love hanging out with Nana and Yosias. Yosias is honest 100% of the time, which is so great for me. I love that.
You can only do 90. You can't go 100. Never go 100 though.
yeah. So he's honest 90% of the time, which is good.
Yes.
I know you're 90% now. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking 100. Hello. But, you know, by day, they are just great people. By night, not by night.
It's a whole different story.
Okay, sorry. By Sunday.
Yeah.
No, I won't talk about anything.
We parents, we sleep a
Yeah,
lot,
yeah,
so
yeah,
actually.
that's good, that's good. But on Sundays, they're amazing kids pastors. And so I have entrusted all of my children to them, actually, which is fantastic. And I don't know if other parents think of it that way.
We haven't got to the youngest yet, though.
That's true.
That's true.
We'll hand her over.
Yeah, one day.
Yeah. Well, just next time we're in church, just so that we can say that it's happened, you know?
Yeah,
True.
true.
It's like,
Like,
take
just
fruit,
hang
baby.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a big thing. It's a big thing to be responsible for people's kids and raising them up in the Lord and the way that they should go in that respect and teaching them about Jesus. And there's so many different ways that they do that. Guys, will you tell us a little introduction about how creative has been within kids, how you started?
There
in
are
that?
some beard questions.
Okay.
I don't
There's
know
a
if we
lot
need-
of
I don't
beard
know if we
questions. I
need
don't
to
wanna-
address that before. It seems a little bit more important.
Yeah.
So many beard questions,
Yeah,
guys.
please go there.
I got. Well, I do nothing.
Yeah.
I just sorta.
It's pure genetics.
Yeah, it's genetics. Superior genetics.
Love it.
Oh yeah, sorry. Let's do that.
I also love your beard.
Yeah,
That's so really good.
sorry.
Yeah, that's good. See, I started reading, which is
Yeah.
we hit the silence there.
Yeah.
All right, so hey, when
Yeah,
kids,
when we do.
when you were in the not the beginning, but when you came in, what were you guys thinking of when you were thinking kids creative and this is what it needs to be, and how did you take steps towards that? And we're gonna watch a little clip of Big Word that you guys have, which I hear every Sunday. That's fantastic.
It's awesome.
But how was the whole genesis of kids creative? How did you guys get started?
Well, I guess it seems like it's a new genesis. Obviously, things change all the time. You know that in creative as well.
Yeah.
But obviously, the last year's been Corona.
Yeah.
So a big part of even before Corona, I think we just making videos and making music that kids can bounce around to and just have fun.
Yeah.
It's just amazing.
Yeah.
So it just sort of came natural that we just kept on doing that. Obviously, we've only made a few songs, but we still made a few songs,
Yeah.
and the kids love it and they just bounce around. We constantly get these videos of kids bouncing around in their living rooms of their parents like, oh, this is amazing.
Yeah.
So I just love that we get to make music that's fun.
Yeah.
So I think that's
Definitely a big part of creative. Yeah, I mean, creatives in kids has just undergone a lot the past 7 years. And where we're at right now is every single Sunday we do worship in kids.
Yeah.
And it looks different every Sunday. But it's just really fun. So what we do is we do a lot with backing tracks and then just a lot of dancing and leading the kids in worship, which is amazing. And we do that no matter if the kids are 1-year-old, 2-year-old, or 11 years old. And we have different songs for different ages, and that's one of my favorite things. One of my highlights every Sunday is just going nuts with the kids. Because worship with the kids, it's even though it is worship, it's not we don't stand still, we go crazy.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
Come on.
which is really fun.
That's awesome.
Because what we do in kids is that we have the people's back who's on stage.
Yeah, 100%.
So when our team is on stage doing something cool, we have their back.
Yeah.
And you have that in creative as well.
Yeah.
We do.
I'm just preaching to the choir right here, just so we all remember it every time that we want to have those people on stage to have the best experience possible.
Yeah.
Because we know how it is to be there,
Yeah.
and you guys know how it is to be there. So just remember that every time someone's on stage, it's your job to have their back.
Yeah.
I don't know, that just came to me.
That's
100%. Oh, that's a big part of our culture.
Yeah.
That's massive. So if you had an idea of what you wanted creative within Hillsong Kids to look like, it's like in my mind, in a perfect world, our vision is this, that we'd be
Yes.
producing this, that we would influence kids in this way, that we, what would it look like 5 years from now, seeing that creative rallies around you guys and gives you guys a bit more resource and a bit more time that you can use.
So the funny part about being in kids is that 5 years down the line, a lot of the people that we've had in kids is, they're growing up. We see them actual growing.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's, we talk about growth, but in kids, they're physically growing.
Yeah.
So it's very big part of, hey, 5 years down the line, where do we see kids and how do we see everything work together? And I just love to inspire everything. And I think inspiring kids to create something and inspiring adults to create something.
Yeah.
And let's just see where that takes us, because 5 years down the line we need to make more songs, so we need to be better at having fun with the kids and just inspiring them to play instruments and so just everything to that.
100%. One of our visions is definitely having the kids that we have right now. In 5 years' time, they're in Young and Free. They're teenagers. Some of them are getting some of our previous kids are so old. But we want them to be the next generation to lead the kids in worship. We want them to create stuff. We want them to learn what it means to lead people into the presence of God through song and through dance and through creative elements. So that's a massive part of our vision. That's just raising up the next generation.
Yeah. Nana always has this red line. Right? I'm sort of. I just sort of.
You're the visionary, and then I kind of take it together in the middle of it.
So usually I just throw Nana in there because she sort of has a.
Compliment each other,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
perfect. Yeah, it's absolutely perfect. That's awesome. Well, hey, we have a clip of something that you guys made.
Yeah, this is awesome.
When was this made? When did you guys make this?
This is actually,
year ago.
Yeah, it's actually embarrassing how long time ago it is, because we have another one in the pipeline that's actually it's on the crust of coming out, but
Right on the
Corona
crust.
and we still have excuses.
Yeah.
2020, there's a lot of things you can sort of.
But I think it's exactly a year ago, because I remember
Yeah.
I was pregnant with this one,
Yeah.
and I could only barely close my jeans.
Yeah.
And so that's where we are.
Keep in mind when you watch this, because she's moving. Alright, take a look at it, and we'll be right back.
For således elskede Gud verden, at han gav sin eneste eneste søn, for at enhver som tror på ham ikke skal gå tabt, men have evigt liv. Wow! Vi har evigt liv, vi har evigt liv. Wow! Vi har evigt liv. Johannes 3:16. Vi har evigt liv, vi har evigt liv. Vi har evigt liv, vi har evigt liv. For således elskede Gud verden, at han gav sin eneste søn, for at enhver som tror på ham.
How good was that?
How good was that?
That was amazing.
Johannes 3:16. Huey walks around singing that song. Nikolai was asking if that's the one that Huey sings.
Yeah,
It
it's
is.
what
Huey just walks around and he goes, whoa, size. And I'm like, yeah, way to go.
You know it.
And but it's usually when Lady's playing BTS, he starts singing. Because that's like the song that's on the front of his mind, you know, which is great.
But I also love that all of that music is just made on a computer.
Yeah,
There's no band, there's no
but
anything.
Simon made that track.
Simon made that track.
Yeah.
Simon Soles, shout out. He should be on here.
You should be on here.
Yeah.
Well, it is what it is.
Somebody
but-
watching, send him the link right now.
Yeah,
He's getting his
just-
shout out. He needs
Just give him a little bit of heat.
Yeah. But
No,
he
but
made that.
I just think it's cool that it's on a computer. I
Yeah.
just love that we also get to create worship that's different than just. I'm not gonna say just having. I just
Yeah.
said just, so I can't just.
Yeah.
I can't pull it back, I guess. But
Yeah.
like having an awesome band with guitar and everything, which is amazing. But it's
Yeah.
also cool that we get to, figure out different genres.
Yeah.
We've been talking a lot about BTS
We've
lately.
been talking a lot
I
about
think
BTS
BTS is
is
pretty cool.
That's
Shout
so
out to
cool.
K-pop.
And like I'd be so keen to write some pop worship.
Oh yes,
Some
pop worship.
yeah.
is
I
what
just
we
get
need.
excited about. There's a lot of like different vibes that younger people than us. Let's be
Yeah,
honest
yeah.
here. Younger
Yeah.
people than us are listening to. Whether
Well,
it's,
then you guys.
Yeah.
fair enough. that hurt a little bit, but I guess it's true.
I feel the truth.
But I just think it's cool that we get to sort of try out different stuff, and I hope
Yeah.
that we can do that in everything that we do.
Yeah.
Because the sounds are changing,
Yeah.
but the message stays the same.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Hey, so something I love about that song is it's like, so you have Simon, right? And Simon and Eusebius are friends, right? And so Eusebius, you come up in conversation and Eusebius is like, well, we're just trying to do this thing, yada yada. So then Simon's like, oh, I can do that. And so he hops on and it's like clickety, clickety, clickety. And then he has this ball and like, maybe like this ball and track. And then you have this really cool item, but it's like, all right, well, Simon maybe just sat down for a few hours and made a
I
track.
think it was like an hour and a half actually.
Yeah.
He's just poof.
Okay, for real though, like that's
Yeah.
wild. So then he sits down for an hour and a half to make a track. That track is now, embedded with scripture, and kids are singing it for a year. Like my 2-year-old is singing that song.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like if you think about what you have, whatever that may be, and that's why we're making this challenge, because it doesn't have to be anything crazy. For Simon, it was a pretty like easy effort for him to make that. Of course, it was out of a skill that it was so easy, but still, the point is we all have skills, and if you can bring a little bit of that, it can have a really big effect. Like the fact that Simon decided to make that track. My 2-year-old is singing about John 3:16.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And like we have to get the full picture of how that connects, because these guys can do as much as they can do, right? But if we give them a little bit more, they can do way more. Do you know what I mean? If we just give them a few tools in that. And it just seems wrong that we're a team of such resource and we don't send anything, which is no one's asked, I guess. But the point is we're asking now. So we're getting people in and we're getting stuff going so that they can have these tools to teach kids about Jesus and about worship, leading kids into the presence of God.
And isn't that what Hillsong is about?
Yeah.
That's a part of our DNA, that we create music that people sing all over the world.
Yeah.
Obviously, there might be someone who has watched our videos, kids' videos, somewhere outside of Denmark. Just throwing that one out there.
Might not have understood that much.
But I'm just saying, it's funny how all of a sudden Johannes 3:16, which everyone who's like old school Christian know John 3:16.
Yeah.
But now all the kids also know it, but they combine it with a song as well.
Yeah.
So scripture, and then all of a sudden it's like lyrics. I can't remember. I'm not that I'm not good at remembering names and stuff.
No, I said
But songs and lyrics, you just sort of you get them, and you can remember songs from like when you were a kid.
Yeah.
You still remember the lyrics. You still remember that message.
Dude.
So I think it's nice to just sow that into everyone.
Yeah, and
And
again,
also-
like the message, like getting the message, putting it in a way that it's easier for people to remember,
Yeah.
easier for people to understand. Not only people, but kids, and not only kids, but people. Like,
Yes.
like I'm listening to that whole song, and I'm like in that detuned, Johannes 3:16. I'm like, yeah, yes. I'm like, of course I remember that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So even I remember that. You know?
To be
Exactly.
honest, there's so many verses that I remember better where they are in the Bible because of our big words.
Yeah.
Like songs that we had years
To be
ago.
honest,
I'm like,
yeah.
yeah, I know that.
Dude, I literally 2012. I have a big word that's in my head I'll never forget. Promises. 2 Corinthians 1:20. Dude, God, and I have the whole big word in my
There you
head.
go.
It's there. It's brilliant.
There you go.
And it's like it's awesome. It was a good strategy. They did it.
And obviously, our big words is just one scripture. But I guess everything, and now I want to encourage everyone who want to, help us out and maybe try and produce something, write anything. Just remember, like, it is the Bible. We're trying to let people, understand and enjoy the Bible in a different way than just reading.
Yeah.
I think that's
And
beautiful.
there's a question from Lucas Allen. I'm assuming that might be
Do you want-
Stace.
Hey, Luke.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's my wife.
Yes.
Do you want anything that isn't worship related? And what content are you looking for? Before you answer that, Lisa Shimmick is on the stream right now. That's Mom. That's Mama Allen. Mama Allen!
Mama Allen! Hi, Lisa!
Yeah, so good.
What
Oh,
up?
Nanny Lucia's.
What up?
So there we go. We talk to my mom about Nanny Lucia's all the time.
Yeah, well,
So here we
I got
go.
a letter from her.
Did you? Oh yeah, of course. you
Oh
did.
yeah, thank you for the letter.
Yeah, thank you. So
That's
nice.
very much my mom. Alright, so are you looking for any content other than just worship songs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course, like everyone.
Other than just songs.
No,
Yeah, I mean-
obviously we are doing videos. We're doing everything that you could do in church. We're doing in kids as well. So
Yeah.
we do videos. We do worship. We do coffee team. We don't have a coffee team. That's the one thing that I don't even think we have.
Yeah, it's true. We have a welcome
See,
team.
I need someone with the red light here. I just
No, yeah. Content-wise, one of the things that we've been doing in the past as well, and it's just like a little thing that I thought was really cool. We did these drawing videos
Yeah, cool.
where we would have people in church that were really good at drawing, which is not my strong suit, I can tell you. And they were really good at drawing, and they would draw a Bible story.
Yeah.
And at the same time, we'd have someone read the Bible story out loud, and we would put that into like a little film or a little like clip, like in 1 minute and a half. And they were so
Evie
good.
has been making stop motion videos.
And Edie
Yeah.
Hansen, she's not watching, but her parents are. She is incredible.
Shout out.
And one of the things she did recently was she did a stop motion video
That's
with her
insane.
Legos,
That's
Cool.
insane.
where she retold the story of the woman at the well. So content like that is
Yeah.
incredible.
Awesome.
Yeah,
So cool.
as well.
So hey, we're created to create.
Yeah. Word.
So just whatever we like to create, and I think that is what this is about.
Yeah.
That I guess in some weird sense that we are created in the image of God, and He creates stuff, and then
And the
it's
spirit lives in
pretty,
us, and
it'd be pretty cool if like we could get some of that going,
Yeah.
and we just want to breathe a little bit of life into that.
Yeah.
Then obviously create just a small, I'm not gonna call it. I am gonna call it a small testing ground,
Yeah.
just in kids, where we can try out a few things that might not be possible other places, but we can actually have a little bit of fun with some music and see where this goes.
yeah.
Yeah, you agree?
Maybe more practically, that's like, oh, I'm not the best at making demos or whatever. It's like, yeah, the hi-hat might be a little loud. Like, that's okay. Like, don't worry about it. Like, let's get the content in and let's make it
Yeah.
useful, right? And,
Exactly.
I'm getting some kisses over here.
that's
And if there is like an itch that you need to scratch a little bit, I'm also just gonna. Sometimes you need to make 100 songs before you make one good one.
yeah.
So it's also, if that's something that speaks to you and you're like, oh, I want that. I'm not even gonna, just start doing stuff. And we might use it, we might not use it, but I just want to encourage, if that's something that you feel like that's an itch that you need to scratch,
Yeah.
just start scratching, and then at some point you're definitely gonna get heard.
Heard or
Let's-
heard?
Heard.
Heard. Word.
That's how hard
We
to
will
scratch.
hear you.
Just this loud,
Yeah. Hashtag let's get scratching.
itchy noise.
Yeah.
Is this very loud?
Oh my god.
Guys, I think that's the perfect way to say it. Is like we all
Yeah.
got an itch.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're all itchy.
Scratch that creative itch.
Yeah.
Let's get scratching.
Let's get scratching.
Let's get scratching.
Someone needs to make a meme right now.
right, so
I
look,
think that's it. That's it. Ava's done.
Ava's done. We're done.
That's it.
I just want to encourage you guys, as you see us said, there's tons of good things to be doing, so let's get about it. You know, we're not doing a lot of things practically on Sundays right now, but what we can be doing is what we're gifted in doing, and that's creating things, which is amazing. And a slight practical note that I forgot to mention when we introduced the challenge is that if you're sending work in, if you're like any song or anything is a work, it's a work of yours, right? 'Cause you're an artist. So if you're sending works in, that's to be used by us, right? If you say, hey, we want this to be used, then that's like, maybe that would spur an idea for these guys. Maybe that's like, oh, we'd love to keep this track. Or, oh, we'd love to use it. Or can we reword this a little bit? We're going to reword this a bit, and we're going to use it in our next series that we do, yada, yada. It's just mainly, it's not like it has to be perfect. It could just be little things that they really just strike the iron, right? And they can use it. So again, don't feel like it has to be perfect.
No, definitely not. And that's what we mean by testing ground.
Testing ground. Look at that baby.
Oh my gosh.
Well, that's the testing ground. That's where we're
Yeah.
at, dude. That's where we're at. So look, guys. Is there anything that you would say to these creatives right now as a sign off?
I will say that think about if you wanna create something for kids, or if you wanna just create something for, I was about to say adults, or regular sized humans. I just want to. What was it? I totally lost my track.
Grace, if you want
to create something for kids, no. If you want to create something for kids, remember it's not just doing something for a little kid. You're actually investing into the future of the church. Because we're not a church that's about to we're not stopping in 5 years. We're not stopping in 10 years. We're here to stay. Yeah. That means that our kids is going to be the leaders of the church in the future, and we wanna send them off the best way possible. Yeah.
And you just saw our last track. We like to do bouncy stuff. We like to bounce around. So it's not just
yes.
It can be fun, and it can think out of the box a little bit.
Yeah.
Because we played that track for the smallest. Is this in the frame? This is still in the frame? We played this for our early childhood kids, and they were all bouncing around.
Yeah, they love that.
They love the bouncy tracks. Yeah, whatever. That's not a thing. I don't think it's called
that. Bouncy tracks.
No.
Some bouncy tracks.
Yeah. But hey, kids love to dance. And
come on.
Yeah, that's it.
Perfect. All right, guys, you've heard it here. Thanks for being on for Team Night. You've heard it here first.
This is the first place you heard about
this is the first place you heard it. You probably haven't been paying attention for a while. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We've already had submissions. Jules? Hey, don't forget that we have Easter coming up. Next Friday, we'll be live for a Good Friday service from San Andreas, which is going to be really, really cool. And the team has been working really hard on a ton of stuff. And hit us up if you're a creative, which you should be, on this stream. What am I talking to?
We are all creative.
So hit us up. Just write in to Joachim, who is the location oversight here in Copenhagen. If you need to be directed, if you say, I have some hands, I'd like to be used for that. Cool. Just write into Joachim and we'll get you plugged in for that event.
Yes.
It'll be awesome. So don't forget it. And guys, stay tuned for Team Night. Not next week since it's Good Friday, but the week after we will be back continuing this series, this creative blitz of Team Night lives. Thank you for being here.
What a time to be alive.
What a time to be alive.
I love Team Night.
I love Team Night too.
Team Night is amazing.
Team Night Dream Night. You know?
Team Night Dream Night.
Yes, let's get it.
Can we go back to that Soul Train clip for like 1 minute? Just look for the shoes. It's the first guy out there. Look for the shoes. They're good. They're really, really good.
Tack for day, lady.
Lady says tack for day. Good night, sweet girl. I will see you.
Ava says tack for day.
Ava says tack for day.
She's done. Yeah.
All right. Check out this clip. extra scene. It came a little quicker this time. But for all of you that knew of the extra scene last week, here's the extra scene for you. Guys, we just want to introduce somebody that is just here at team night. She's awesome. She's interning with comms. And it's Paula.
By the way, we're doing shout outs. So, like, shout out to Naomi.
Yes.
Nay.
There's a lot of people behind the scenes in creative that you may not see. Paula's hanging out in the office with us, working hard, helping everything move forward in the comms department, which is great. We think she's fantastic. It's really cool. Hey, again, another quick follow-up on the Easter shout-out. Hey, we're going to be around. Everything's going to be safe. We're going to be the right amount of people in the right amount of space and all that. So if you really are free for a Good Friday service, for just little things, making sure team is good, making sure water's around, helping like, oh, we forgot this. Somebody needs to run to the store and get some slick. Cool, man. Start running. You know what I mean? Hey, right into Joachim. He's right there. He'd love to chat with you and make sure things are moving forward nicely. And guys, we have had one submission for the Creative Challenge so far. And that's from none other than John Hilberts. Matt, shout out to John Hilberts for being the first one to submit content to the Creative Content Challenge. And it was ballin'. It was really good. Dude is good. I wrote him an email today saying it was rad. I reckon there's a lot more talent out there, guys. Let's start unearthing it. Like dinosaur bones.
Yeah.
In the earth. So let's start getting more submissions in.
Yeah.
Dinosaur bones. This is my little dinosaur that I keep here.
Yeah.
I don't know how well you can see it, but it's delicious. All right, hey, start sending content in. We want to see more things. It's going to be fantastic. That was the kids pastors running through the door. Thank you for been the extra scene. And if you didn't know, now you know. Thanks for coming to team night.
Bye.